What is good, guys? It's Ray J back with another video, and in this one we're going to be breaking down what's going on with the overall market, talk about SPY, Tesla, and the QQQ, and talk about tomorrow. Before I do anything like this, don't talk about what's happening with the technicals. Let me just mention a couple of things. I'm firstly not a financial planner, so take none of this as financial advice, and don't forget about the Moomoo link. The offer runs very soon. Put in $100 and you're guaranteed 5 free stocks with a $100 cash reward. Anyways, let's talk about the market. What on earth is going on? So in my other channel, I talked about how we had this potential bullish triangle structure developing on SPY. If we wanted to turn bullish, we had to break this resistance and get a clean break above it, and SPY could have flown all the way up closer to 438 or so, or at least 437.5. Now, if we broke below it, that would be the more bearish case, and that's what ended up happening. We got a clean break below it, and because it failed to hold the support around this 436.65 area, so that's where we see a lot of this shop and lots of stubborn price action, then we'd likely see some downside. And we ended up breaking to the downside. I wasn't sure which one it would be. I was hoping we would hold up because we were holding up very nicely in the beginning, but then we got this big rug pull. Overall, we got this rug pull and the market started breaking down. And then we'd have to watch the 50 EMA as support. I mentioned that. We ended up breaking below that as well. So now what level are we going to be watching? And the answer is, look at the 15-minute time frame on SPY with the extended hours. The 50 EMA happens to be at 435.32. That is where SPY tried to hold, or very close to it. And for now, it's trying to hold this structure for the time being. I'm going to break down Tesla in just a couple of minutes, by the way, but let's first talk about this. We got to try to hold this. If it fails to hold the 50, it's going to come down to this 435 area. And then if that fails us, we're going to be watching 434.5, then 434 flat. For now, it's holding up. It's trying to bounce. It looks like it tried to bounce for now. So it's trying to hold up. It's trying to reverse. We'll see if this thing could do it, but we have to watch for that confirmation. So far, we have lots of signals suggesting the market's going to try to hold it. And we'll see what happens during power hour because we're getting very close to it, and the market does like to pump during times like that. But please note that the market's already up pretty big, and we are kind of overbought on many of these time frames. So the market became quite overbought. So I'm going to now switch over to just one screen just to show you guys on SPY before I talk about Tesla. We're a little bit overbought. We have almost a bearish cross on the PPO, but once again, not a guarantee until power hour finally comes. But on the 4-hour time frame, this is what's more important on SPY. On the 4-hour, the trend is still not confirming major downside. It's still holding up, okay? There's no confirmation yet, and we're still going to be watching support to get more confirmation of downside. We don't have enough confirmation of this thing like tanking yet. It's still holding above 435, and keep in mind, that's a lot higher than where we were yesterday and 2 days ago. So the market is still strong. As for Tesla, it's very, very flat on the 4-hour time frame, not really getting as big of a break as it had like right here. And once Tesla started breaking out, we got hit by some heavy resistance that slowed Tesla down, but it did manage to make this move to the upside, which is still very good. Tesla is still trending upwards and still looking good. On the 15-minute time frame, let me first talk about the 30-minute before I talk about the other ones. On the 30-minute time frame, Tesla still hasn't gotten a bearish cross on the PPO, so there's no confirmation of Tesla like tanking very hard. There's no confirmation yet, so don't panic. It's still trying to hold these support zones. On the 15-minute time frame, Tesla got a small cross on the PPO to the bearish side, but it's still trying to hold. I think it's either the 5-minute or the 10-minute is where we have to watch some very significant resistance now. So what basically happened to Tesla is the market cooled off a bit. Tesla got dragged down, but now Tesla's fighting resistance. Right now, at the time of recording this, we're going to be watching the 5-minute 50 EMA as resistance with the extended hours. Right now, Tesla's trying to get above it. It's fighting. We have not gotten confirmation of it breaking up just yet. I'm hoping it does. It's showing lots of signs of life. The market's trying to push. I think Tesla's going to try to break this. And if anything, it could try to make its way getting close to this 257.65 area, or very close to the mid 257s if it gets a clean break and hold above the 50. We're still waiting for that confirmation. Now, why am I talking about that area specifically? That's because right here we had a lot of previous support around this mid 257 area, which is now going to act as resistance on our way up. And for now, Tesla's trying. It's still trying to push up. Market is still trying to bounce. We'll see if Tesla could do it. It looks like it's going to try very hard. It should be able to do it, but we need to hold above this, and we need to get a strong break. It's looking a little strong now, but once again, let's just keep waiting this out. Now, let me also add that on the 30-minute time frame, there's there's no true bearish cross. Let me just remind you about that. There's still no bearish cross, and the market has some potential as we enter power hour to try to push up even more. Tesla's trying to make its way up to 257, trying to hold up. There we go, Tesla. Keep going. But let me remind you all about something important. For tomorrow, we have the PPI report coming out. This is very, very important. PPI is coming out. If it's too hot, the market may gap down. Just like how the market gapped up today, it could gap down if it's too hot. If it's low, just like CPI today, the PPI could help the market pump more. Now, PPI is a producer price index. It's going to cause a big move in the markets or a decent sized move. It's important to know this because it's coming out before the market opens. For that reason, it's not a bad idea to take profits just to manage risks or just to be very, very patient in the process. And let me also add that we have the FOMC rate hike decision. So we first have the Fed rate hike decision coming out at 2 o'clock p.m. tomorrow. Then we have FOMC at 2:30 p.m. That's going to be massive for the stock market. Make sure you guys are ready. Please be prepared for it. There's going to be crazy volatility. Anyways, if you look at Tesla, guys, it just broke out already. Look, it's already coming back to this resistance zone. And look at how it's stopping in real time. See how it stopped right there? Exactly. Right there. That's where Tesla's stopping. Look, 257.65. It's just trying to fight that area. It's trying to break above it. It's trying to push. Market's trying to push. Tesla's looking pretty good. This is the zone I was talking about. You can see Tesla's testing it right now in real time. Trying to break out. It's trying to push. If it keeps going in a very strong manner, you're going to be watching this high right here, very close to like 258, and it could try to go higher than that. But you got to watch these structures. Look at how Tesla's trying to break out now. Market's trying to reverse, looking a lot stronger. For now, we have to watch for confirmation though. Now, as SPY starts breaking out, you're going to be watching this 436 area. Don't forget that if we get a nice pump during power hour, there's nothing wrong with securing profits, not financial advice. I'm not saying that you have to do that with everything because I'm still holding some very long-term calls just for confirmation, just for fun. I'm willing to take the risk, and I still think it could be very profitable if the Fed pauses. If the Fed pauses, SPY is going to make its way up to 442, then potentially 450. It's very likely that's going to happen over the next couple of weeks. If not, if the Fed does not pause, the market's going to get rug pulled. Just want to let you guys know that. Anyways, as for SPY, you're going to be watching 436 as resistance. Then if it breaks down 436.25 to 436.64, lots of chop over here, lots and lots of stubborn price action. It manages to break all these levels, you're going to be watching resistance closer to 437, and it could make its way back up into this bullish triangle structure. If it does that, and it breaks to the upside, this thing could go flying. But for now, we have to watch and break many of these resistances one at a time. As for Tesla, look at this thing go. It's trying to show some life and wants to keep going. On the 30-minute time frame, see, as I told you guys, we did not get confirmation of Tesla crashing. There was no confirmation. It was holding support quite nicely. And now it's trying to bounce. It's trying to show some strength. And now, let's just see on the 5-minute time frame, we're about to get a bullish cross. Tesla's trying to pump up as we approach power hour. I'm hoping the market continues to hold, so we're just going to watch support and resistance levels. But just remember what I said, okay? We don't know how the market's going to open tomorrow because of the PPI report. And also don't forget about the FOMC meeting. Tesla's now broken this resistance right over here. It's trying to hold above it. It has the potential to try to make its way up even more. We're fighting this 258 area. Now Tesla's continuing to hold. It's continuing to pump. Market's getting stronger. We're approaching power hour. The market's getting ready. All right, so Tesla's looking nice. I hope you guys are having a great day. Make sure you watch these structures. If Tesla continues to break out very, very hard, the major resistance is now going to be in this 260 area. Break that, then 262.5 is going to come. But 260, watch that carefully. It's 259 to 260 range. Very strong resistance. Let's see if Tesla can make it all the way up. Tesla's trying right now, looking quite nice. We'll see how it goes. Anyways, thank you all for listening. Like I said, have a great day. Don't forget to secure profits if you want to manage risks, not financial advice. And I'll see you guys very, very soon in the later videos. Tesla to the moon because the long term is very bright. And peace out.